Hello and welcome back to Mr. English Lab. My name is Luna, and I'm here to guide you on your journey to clear, confident, and natural English. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you never miss a lesson. Your support truly helps this channel grow. Alright, take a deep breath, relax, and let's begin today's session. Hello friends. Welcome back to Mr. English Lab. Today, we will talk about something very important: how to build healthy habits for a better life. Yes, I know, it sounds simple, but it is not always easy. Let me tell you a story. Once, there was a young woman named Anna. Anna was very busy. She worked many hours every day. She ate fast food because she had no time to cook. She slept very late, sometimes only 4 or 5 hours. And she often felt tired, stressed, and unhappy. One morning, Anna looked in the mirror. She saw her face tired, her eyes sad, and she felt a little scared. She thought, I need to change something. I want to feel healthy and happy again. But then she asked herself, where do I start? How can I change my life when I am so busy? This question stayed in her mind all day. Anna knew that she wanted a better life. She wanted more energy, more happiness, and more confidence. But she also knew that changing habits is not easy. Many times before, she tried to wake up early or eat healthy food, but she could not keep it for more than a few days. The challenge was clear. How can she create habits that last, even when life is busy and stressful? That morning, Anna decided to take the very first step. She knew she did not have to change everything at once. She thought, if I try to change too many things at the same time, I will fail. I need to start small. She picked one habit. One small habit. She decided to drink a glass of water every morning when she woke up. That was it. Just one glass of water. And then, she imagined how she would feel. She imagined her body getting fresh water, her mind feeling more awake, her energy slowly rising. It was a small action, but it gave her hope. This is the first lesson: start small. Big changes come from small steps. Even one small habit, repeated every day, can grow into something bigger. Anna started this habit the next morning. She placed a glass of water on her bedside table. When she woke up, she saw it, and she drank it slowly. She felt a little proud of herself. It was not much, but it was a start. Then, she thought about the next habit. Something simple, something easy, something that could make her day better. She chose to take a short walk after lunch. Only 10 minutes at first. She imagined walking in the park, the sun on her face, fresh air in her lungs. She felt calm, relaxed, and happy. These two habits, water in the morning and a short walk, were small, but they began to change her life. She started feeling more awake, more focused, and more positive. And something amazing happened. She started noticing her thoughts. She realized that she was more aware of her choices. Before, she ate fast food without thinking. Now, she asked herself, do I really want this? Or do I want something healthier? Awareness is the key to building habits. When we notice what we do every day, we can slowly choose better actions. Anna learned this lesson the hard way, but it changed everything. She began to understand that building habits is not about motivation. Motivation comes and goes, like the weather. One day you feel motivated, the next day you feel tired. If you rely only on motivation, you will fail. The real secret is systems. Systems are small routines, small actions, small steps that you do every day without thinking too much. Like drinking water every morning, like walking 10 minutes after lunch. Systems do not require energy or willpower. They become part of your life. Anna realized this and smiled. She said to herself, I can do this. I can create systems that support my life. But of course, life is never perfect. Some days, she forgot to drink water. Some days, she could not walk because it rained. She felt frustrated, but she did not give up. She learned to be kind to herself. She said, "It is okay. I can start again tomorrow. I am learning. I am growing." This is another important lesson. Consistency beats perfection. You do not have to be perfect every day. You just have to keep going, even when life is hard. Now, Anna was ready for bigger habits. She started cooking one healthy meal each day. She set her alarm 30 minutes earlier to stretch and meditate. She planned her week so that she could sleep at least 7 hours. She did not do everything at once. She added one new habit at a time, slowly, like building a tower, brick by brick. And slowly, something magical happened. Her body felt healthier. Her mind felt clearer. Her energy grew. She felt more confident and happier. People around her noticed the change too. Her friends said, "Anna, you look different. You seem happy." And she was happy. Not because she changed everything immediately, but because she started with one small step, and then another, and then another. This is the magic of habits. Small steps lead to big transformations. Now, let us think about English. Learning English is just like building habits. You cannot learn everything at once. You cannot speak fluently in one day. But if you practice a little every day, if you create small habits like learning 5 new words each day, speaking for 10 minutes each day, listening to a story every day, your English will grow naturally. You will notice improvement slowly, and this will make you feel happy and motivated. Let us reflect for a moment. Anna's story teaches us that the first step is the most important. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need to know everything. You just need to start. Pick one small habit, do it every day, and watch your life change. And remember, building habits is about awareness, consistency, and kindness to yourself. If you are too hard on yourself, you will give up. If you are too lazy, you will give up. But if you find the balance, you will grow every day. So, friends, today, think about one small habit you can start. Maybe it is drinking water in the morning, maybe walking for 10 minutes, maybe reading one page of an English story. Whatever it is, start today. Start small. Start now. Your life will slowly become better. And remember, every big change in life starts with one small step. You are capable. You are ready. And your journey has already begun. In the last story, we met Anna, a young woman who wanted to change her life. She learned that small habits can make a big difference. Today, we will continue her story and see how daily choices can transform your life and your English. After a few weeks of small changes, Anna noticed something new. She had more energy in the morning, her mind felt clearer, and she smiled more often. But the real change was inside her. She felt in control of her life. She realized that every small choice she made had power. Drinking water in the morning, walking 10 minutes after lunch, cooking one healthy meal, these were small choices. But they created momentum. They reminded her that she could make decisions that supported her life. One morning, Anna woke up feeling excited. She thought, "I want to try something new today. I want to challenge myself." She remembered an old dream. When she was younger, she loved reading stories in English, but she had stopped because it felt difficult. Now, with her small habits in place, she decided to add a new habit, reading one short English story every day. She felt a little nervous because her English was not perfect. But she also felt ready. She told herself, "I can start small. Just one story. Just 10 minutes. That is enough." And so she did. She chose a simple story about a young boy and his dog. She read slowly, sentence by sentence. At first, she did not understand everything. Some words were new, some sentences were confusing. But she did not give up. She kept reading, even if it was only a few sentences at a time. And then something amazing happened. Slowly, she started recognizing words she knew. She started understanding the story. She imagined the boy playing with his dog, the sun shining, the wind blowing. She felt connected to the story. She realized that learning English was not just about memorizing words. It was about experience. It was about seeing pictures in your mind, feeling emotions, and connecting with stories. Anna's next challenge came when she tried to speak English. She wanted to tell her friend about the story she read. She felt nervous. Her tongue felt heavy. She was afraid of mistakes. But she remembered something important. Habits are built by action, not fear. She took a deep breath and slowly told her friend, "I read a story. It is about a boy and his dog." Her friend smiled and said, "That's great." Anna felt proud. She realized that speaking English, like building habits, is about small steps. You do not need to speak perfectly. You need to try. You need to take action every day. And the more you practice, the easier it becomes. Over the next few weeks, Anna continued to build small habits. She wrote one sentence in English every morning. She listened to a short English podcast while walking. She learned 5 new words each day. Each small habit felt easy, but together, they created a big change. Her English improved. Her confidence grew. And her life became more balanced and joyful. Anna noticed another important truth. Habits are contagious. When she shared her small successes with friends, they became inspired too. Some friends started walking with her. Some friends started drinking water every morning. And slowly, a community of healthy habits grew around her. This shows that small choices not only change your life, but also influence the people around you. One day, Anna reflected on her journey. She realized that life is made of tiny choices. Every meal, every walk, every word you speak, these are small decisions that add up over time. She thought, if I make conscious, positive choices every day, I can create the life I want. She also reflected on English learning. She realized that language is a habit too. You cannot become fluent in a week. But if you read, speak, listen, and write every day, slowly, fluency grows. It is like planting seeds. You water them every day. At first, nothing seems to happen. But after weeks and months, the plants grow. Beautiful flowers bloom. This idea made Anna feel calm and motivated. She knew that life is not about instant results. Life is about consistency, patience, and daily action. Then came a difficult day. Anna had a lot of work. She was tired. She could not read her story. She could not walk. She felt frustrated. But instead of giving up, she remembered what she learned. Consistency beats perfection. She said to herself, "It is okay. I will do what I can today. I will start again tomorrow." And she did. She drank her water, and the next day, she walked for 10 minutes and read her story. The lesson here is clear. Life will always have challenges. You will feel tired, distracted, or unmotivated. But the key is not to quit. The key is to start again, every day, with small actions. Over time, these small actions build a strong foundation for your life and your English. Anna's journey also taught her the power of reflection. Every evening, she took 5 minutes to think about her day. She asked herself, "What did I do well? What can I do better tomorrow?" This simple habit helped her stay aware of her choices. It helped her notice progress, even if it was small. And it gave her confidence to continue. Friends, the same is true for English learning. After speaking, reading, or listening, reflect. Think, what did I understand? What can I improve tomorrow? This reflection creates awareness and accelerates learning. By now, Anna was building many positive habits. She was healthy, happy, and learning English every day. But she also discovered something deeper. She realized that habits are not just actions, they are identity. When she drank water every morning, she started seeing herself as a healthy person. When she walked every day, she saw herself as someone active. When she read English every day, she saw herself as a learner, a person who grows. And slowly, this identity shaped her actions. She acted like the person she wanted to be, and the person she wanted to be became real. This is the transformation that habits bring. Friends, think about this for yourself. Every small habit you build, every daily choice you make, creates your identity. And your identity creates your life. If you want to be confident, healthy, or fluent in English, start acting like that person today. Take small steps, repeat them every day, and your life will follow. Finally, let us remember one important truth from Anna's journey. Life is made of small choices, repeated every day, that create big results over time. Start small, stay consistent, reflect, and be kind to yourself. And remember, just like Anna, you can change your life and your English. It is never too late to start. We saw Anna build small habits and notice how daily choices change her life. She drank water in the morning, walked every day, cooked one healthy meal, and practiced English a little each day. But life is never easy. Even the best habits face challenges. One day, Anna woke up feeling tired. Her head hurt, her body felt heavy, and she just wanted to stay in bed. She looked at her water on the bedside table, and she thought, I cannot do this today. I am too tired. I will skip it. Then she remembered something important. She remembered why she started. She remembered how good she felt when she was consistent, how her energy grew, how her confidence increased, and how her English improved. She realized that obstacles are normal. Every person who changes their life faces challenges. The question is, will you give up or will you keep going? Anna decided to keep going, even a little. She sat up, drank her water slowly, and smiled. It was not perfect, but it was action. That small action gave her courage. And then came another challenge. Anna wanted to walk, but it was raining heavily outside. She felt disappointed. She thought, I will skip today. Walking is impossible. But then she remembered something she had learned from her English stories. One character faced difficulties every day but never gave up. Anna decided to do the same. She walked inside her house instead. She did 10 minutes, moving her body, breathing deeply, imagining herself walking in the sun. And even though it was not perfect, she felt proud. This taught her another lesson: adapt, don't quit. Life will not always go as planned, but you can always find a way to keep your habits alive, even in small ways. Friends, this is also true for English. Sometimes you cannot go to a class or meet a teacher. Sometimes you are too busy to read a story or listen to a podcast. But you can always do something small. Listen to one sentence, read one page, speak one line. Every small effort counts. Another obstacle came when Anna tried to speak English with a friend. She wanted to tell a story she read, but she forgot some words. She stuttered, felt embarrassed, and almost stopped talking. Her friend noticed and gently said, "It's okay, Anna. Just try again." Anna realized something very important. Mistakes are part of learning. Every mistake is a chance to improve. Every small failure is a lesson. She smiled and started again, speaking slowly, sentence by sentence. And with each attempt, she grew more confident. Friends, remember this. Fear of mistakes stops many people from learning English or from building habits. But mistakes are not failures. They are steps toward success. The next day, Anna faced a different challenge. Work was busy, and she had little time. She wanted to write in English, but she felt exhausted. She almost skipped it, but then she thought, even one sentence counts. So she wrote just one sentence. It was short, simple, and not perfect, but it was action. And that small action kept her habit alive. Slowly, she realized that the key to consistency is progress over perfection. It does not matter if your habit today is small. What matters is that you keep moving forward, one step at a time. Over the next few weeks, Anna learned to face challenges with patience and courage. She realized that life will always have obstacles, tired days, bad weather, work pressure, unexpected problems. But these obstacles are not reasons to quit. They are opportunities to practice resilience, to strengthen your habits, and to grow. And something else happened. Anna started noticing her mindset. She noticed the small thoughts she had every day. I cannot do this. I am too tired. I am not good enough. She realized that these thoughts were dangerous. They could stop her from taking action. So she learned to replace them with better thoughts. She said, I can do a little, I am learning, I am improving every day. These small changes in her mind made a huge difference in her actions. She became more confident, more motivated, and more peaceful. Friends, this is the secret of staying strong. Your thoughts shape your actions, and your actions shape your life. Anna also discovered the power of support. She shared her small victories with her friends and family. She celebrated drinking water every morning, finishing her walks, writing in English, and speaking a few sentences. And her friends cheered her on. Sometimes, just knowing that someone believes in you is enough to keep going. Friends, this is also true for English learners. Join a group, find a partner, or speak to a teacher. Small encouragements can make a big difference. Then, Anna faced her biggest challenge yet. She had a very busy week. Work, meetings, and family responsibilities left her exhausted. She felt that all her habits were impossible to maintain. She felt overwhelmed and frustrated. She almost gave up. But then she took a deep breath and remembered all she had learned. Start small, adapt, accept mistakes, focus on progress, and take one step at a time. She wrote a simple plan: 1 glass of water in the morning, 1 walk inside the house, 1 sentence in English. That's it. She did not need more. And by following this plan, she completed the week. She realized that even when life is hard, small steps are always possible. Friends, the lesson here is powerful. Even in difficult times, you can keep your habits alive with small actions. And these small actions build resilience, confidence, and success. Anna also reflected on motivation. She realized that motivation alone is not enough. Motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel energetic, some days tired. Habits survive because of discipline and systems, not motivation. She built simple routines: water on the bedside table, walking shoes ready by the door, English notebook on the desk. These small routines removed the need for motivation. She just acted, without thinking too much. And slowly, life became easier. Anna's journey teaches us another truth: challenges are not enemies. Challenges are teachers. Every obstacle teaches you patience, creativity, resilience, and focus. Every difficult day is an opportunity to strengthen your habits and grow stronger. And finally, Anna realized the importance of self-kindness. She learned not to criticize herself for small failures or missed habits. She said, I am human. I am learning. Tomorrow is another day. Friends, this is one of the most important lessons in life and English learning. Be kind to yourself. Habits, growth, and learning take time. Treat yourself with patience and care. As the weeks passed, Anna became stronger, more confident, and more consistent. She faced challenges, overcame them, and continued her small actions every day. Her health improved, her English grew, and her mind became peaceful. And she understood that life is a journey. Each day is an opportunity to act, to learn, and to grow. Friends, think about your own life and your English learning. Challenges will come, but small actions, patience, resilience, reflection, and self-kindness will help you overcome them. You can face difficulties, stay consistent, and continue your journey toward a better life and better English. Remember, even when life feels hard, you are capable. You are strong. And every small action you take today brings you closer to your goals. We have followed Anna's journey. She started small, built simple habits, faced challenges, and kept moving forward even when life was difficult. Today, we will explore something deeper. We will see how small habits can change who you are inside, how they can shape your identity, and how they can transform your life completely. Anna had been building habits for several months now. Drinking water in the morning, walking every day, cooking healthy meals, reading and speaking English, these actions had become part of her life. But something amazing began to happen. She started seeing herself differently. She no longer thought, "I am someone who cannot change." Instead, she thought, "I am someone who cares about her health. I am someone who learns and grows every day. I am someone who can act even when life is hard." Friends, this is the power of habits. They do not just change your actions, they change your identity. Every small step you take reinforces who you are. Anna realized that identity is not fixed. It is not something you are born with. It is something you create with your daily choices. And slowly, with consistency, your identity becomes real. One morning, Anna woke up and felt excited. She looked in the mirror and smiled. She said, "I like this person I am becoming. I feel strong, confident, and happy." This was a new feeling. She had never felt this way before. But it did not happen overnight. It was the result of months of small actions, small habits, and daily practice. She understood that transformation is slow and quiet, but powerful. Anna also noticed a change in her mind. Her thoughts became positive and encouraging. Instead of thinking, "I cannot do this," she thought, "I can try. I will learn. I will improve." This small change in thinking made her actions easier, and her actions reinforced her thoughts. It became a cycle. Positive action creates positive identity, and positive identity creates more positive action. Friends, this is true for life and for English learning. When you start acting like a confident speaker, even if you feel shy, slowly you will become confident. When you take small steps in learning English every day, even if you make mistakes, slowly your identity as a learner grows stronger. Then, something even more exciting happened to Anna. She realized that her habits gave her freedom. At first, she thought habits were rules or obligations, but now she understood that they were tools. Tools that helped her live the life she wanted. Work better, enjoy her hobbies, and spend time with her friends. She felt free because her habits supported her life instead of controlling it. Friends, habits are not chains. They are bridges. Bridges that connect who you are today to who you want to be tomorrow. Anna also reflected on her English journey. Months ago, she could read only a few words. She could speak only a few sentences. But now she could read short stories, listen to podcasts, and speak confidently to her friends. And the best part? She enjoyed it. English was no longer a struggle. It became a natural part of her life. This is the power of identity. When you see yourself as a learner, as a healthy person, as someone who grows, the actions you need become natural. You no longer have to force yourself. You no longer need motivation every day. Your habits flow from your identity. One afternoon, Anna met her friend, Sarah. Sarah said, "Anna, you have changed. You seem so confident and happy. How did you do it?" Anna smiled and said, "I started small, one step at a time. I built habits. And slowly, I became the person I wanted to be." Sarah asked, "But what if life gets hard? What if motivation disappears?" Anna replied, "Life will always be hard. Motivation comes and goes. But habits are stronger than motivation. and your identity is stronger than both. When you act every day, you become the person you want to be, no matter what challenges come. Friends, this is the truth. Transformation is not about quick results. Transformation is about consistent, small actions that shape your identity over time. Anna also learned the importance of reflection. Every week, she spent a few minutes thinking about her habits. She asked herself, what am I proud of? What can I improve? How do I feel? This simple practice helped her stay aware, stay motivated, and stay connected to her goals. Reflection turns action into wisdom. And slowly, Anna began to inspire others. Her friends and family noticed her energy, her confidence, and her joy. They asked her questions. They wanted to learn from her. Anna realized that habits not only transform your life, they can influence others too. When you become the person you want to be, you naturally help others. One day, Anna had a big realization. She understood that the journey is never really over. You can always grow, always improve, and always learn. Life is a continuous process of becoming. And every small habit, every small action, every day is part of that process. Friends, this is an important lesson for English learners too. Learning English is not a destination. It is a journey. You never finish learning completely. But every small action, reading, listening, speaking, writing, adds to your identity as a learner. And slowly, fluency and confidence become natural. Anna also discovered the joy of celebration. She learned to celebrate small victories. Drinking water every morning, finishing her walk, writing in English, speaking a full sentence. These were small, but they deserved recognition. Celebrating small wins keeps motivation alive, reinforces identity, and makes the journey enjoyable. Finally, Anna reflected on life. She realized that transformation is not magic. It is not luck. It is daily action, consistency, patience, reflection, and self-kindness. Small habits create identity, and identity creates the life you want. And slowly, over months and years, small steps create a big, beautiful change. Friends, think about your own life and your English. What habits will you build? What identity do you want to create? Who do you want to become? Start small, act every day, reflect, and be kind to yourself. Transformation will follow naturally. We have followed Anna from her first small step, drinking water in the morning, to transforming her habits and identity. Today, we will see how she mastered consistency and built lasting change, the kind of change that stays for life. After months of practice, Anna felt stronger, happier, and more confident. But she realized something important. It was easy to start habits, but much harder to keep them for years. She knew that many people give up after a few weeks or months. She did not want that to happen to her. So she asked herself, what keeps habits alive? How do I stay consistent even when life changes? Anna began by looking at her routines. She noticed that habits are easier to maintain when they are part of your environment. She placed her walking shoes near the door, her water bottle on her desk, her English notebook on her bed. Every item reminded her of action, and every reminder made habits automatic. Friends, this is an important lesson. Your environment shapes your behavior. Small changes in your surroundings make good habits easier and bad habits harder. Next, Anna reflected on her goals. She realized that small habits need a purpose. Drinking water, walking, reading English, these are actions. But why do them? She asked herself, why do I want this? She thought about health, confidence, energy, and the joy of learning English. She connected every habit to a bigger purpose. And suddenly, even small actions felt meaningful. Friends, purpose fuels consistency. Without purpose, habits feel like chores. With purpose, they feel like steps toward the life you truly want. Then came another insight. Anna noticed that celebrating progress keeps consistency alive. She began to mark her small wins on a calendar. Each glass of water, each walk, each English practice, she recorded it. Seeing progress visually made her feel proud and motivated. She realized that small celebrations are like fuel for long journeys. Friends, this works for English too. Track your daily speaking, listening, reading, or writing. Celebrate each step, no matter how small. Another challenge came when life became busy. One week, Anna had long meetings and extra responsibilities. She could not follow her full routine. She felt frustrated. But she remembered a lesson she had learned: consistency beats perfection. Even if she could only act partially, even if she only did half her routine, it was enough. She adjusted, did what she could, and did not feel guilty. This mindset kept her habits alive even in tough times. Friends, life will always be busy. You will miss days. But small, flexible actions maintain habits for life. Anna also realized the importance of reflection. Every evening, she asked herself, "What went well today? What can I improve tomorrow?" This reflection helped her stay aware, notice progress, and adjust habits when needed. Over time, reflection became a habit itself, reinforcing all other habits. Anna began connecting her habits to identity even more deeply. She said to herself, "I am a healthy person. I am a learner. I am someone who grows every day." These statements guided her actions naturally. Friends, identity is a powerful tool. When you see yourself as a person who acts consistently, habits flow naturally and motivation is less necessary. Anna also discovered the power of small wins stacking together. One day, she looked back and counted how many times she had taken small steps over the months: hundreds of glasses of water, dozens of walks, many short English stories, hundreds of sentences spoken. Each small action seemed tiny at the moment, but together, they created enormous change. Friends, this is called the compound effect. Small actions repeated over time create big results. And the beautiful part? You do not need to do anything dramatic. Just act daily, consistently, and wisely. Then Anna faced a challenge that tested her habits: a long trip for work. She was away from home, in a new city with no routine. She could have skipped everything, but she used what she had learned. She drank water in the morning, walked in her hotel room, wrote one sentence in English, and kept her habits alive. She realized that habits are portable. You can carry them anywhere as long as you act intentionally. Friends, this is important for life and English. Even when circumstances change, habits can survive if you adapt and act consistently. Anna also reflected on motivation. She realized that motivation is not reliable. Some days she felt energetic, other days tired. But habits are stronger than motivation. Systems and routines keep you moving even when motivation disappears. And identity, the person you see yourself as, keeps you acting naturally. Then came a turning point. Anna noticed that she was not only keeping habits, but also enjoying them. Walking became joyful, not a chore. Reading English became fun, not a task. Drinking water made her feel refreshed. She realized that enjoyment and habit can go together. Friends, when habits are enjoyable, consistency becomes natural. This is the secret of long-term success. Anna also learned to help others. She shared her routines, small tips, and encouragement with friends who wanted to improve their health or English. Helping others reinforced her own habits, made her feel proud, and created a sense of community. Friends, supporting others strengthens your own journey. Finally, Anna reflected on her journey as a whole. She thought about the small steps she had taken, the challenges she faced, the mistakes she made, the reflection she practiced, and the identity she created. She realized that lasting change is a combination of awareness, purpose, reflection, adaptation, celebration, and identity. And slowly, these small habits became her lifestyle. They were no longer effort, they were her way of living. Friends, think about your own journey. How can you make habits last? Start with small actions, connect them to purpose, track progress, reflect daily, adapt when life changes, celebrate victories, and see yourself as the person you want to be. When you do this, habits become automatic, identity grows strong, and lasting change happens naturally. Anna's journey teaches us that mastery is not about perfection, instant results, or motivation. It is about small, consistent actions, awareness, reflection, and identity. Friends, you can do the same. Your English learning, your health, your life, everything can improve if you act consistently, even in small ways, every day. And one day, you will look back, like Anna, and see the incredible transformation that started with just one small step. We will finish Anna's story, and we will see how all her lessons come together. Anna's journey started with a single small choice: drinking water in the morning. From that moment, she learned that small habits create big changes. Over the months, she discovered the power of daily action, reflection, adaptation, and patience. She faced obstacles, overcame fear, accepted mistakes, and celebrated small wins. And most importantly, she transformed her identity. Anna realized that life is a journey, not a destination. Every day offers an opportunity to act, to learn, and to grow. She learned that habits are not about rules or perfection. They are tools to help you become the person you want to be. Friends, this is a lesson for all of us. You do not need dramatic changes to improve your life or English. Small, consistent actions create lasting results. Anna's English journey was part of her transformation. She started reading short stories, speaking with friends, writing simple sentences, and listening to English every day. At first, it was hard. She made mistakes. She struggled. But she never gave up. She learned to accept mistakes as part of learning. She learned that progress is more important than perfection. And slowly, her English grew. She could understand stories, speak confidently, and enjoy the language. Friends, this is true for all learners. English is a skill, just like habits. It grows with small daily practice, patience, and self-kindness. Anna also discovered that identity shapes behavior. She acted like a healthy person, a learner, a confident speaker, and over time, that person became real. Your identity is powerful. When you see yourself as the person you want to be, your actions follow naturally. One day, Anna sat quietly and reflected on her journey. She thought about her obstacles, her small victories, her daily choices, and her growth. She realized that the journey itself was the reward. The act of growing, learning, and improving every day is what creates happiness and fulfillment. Friends, the same is true for life and English. The journey is more important than the destination. Every small step counts. Every small habit matters. And every day is a chance to improve. Anna also realized the importance of kindness to herself and others. She learned not to criticize herself for mistakes or missed habits. She treated herself with patience and care. And she encouraged her friends and family to take small steps toward better habits too. Friends, self-kindness and support for others make the journey joyful and sustainable. Then Anna thought about the bigger picture. Life is a combination of habits, choices, reflection, and identity. If you take consistent small actions, even imperfectly, over months and years, you will see transformation. Your health, your confidence, your English, and your life will improve. And all of this started with one small step. Friends, I want you to remember this. You do not need to wait for motivation or perfect circumstances. You do not need to be ready or perfect. Start small, Start today and act consistently. Every small choice you make is like planting a seed. Water it every day. Care for it. And over time, it will grow into a strong, beautiful tree. Anna also reflected on the joy of sharing. She realized that her journey inspired others. And even strangers noticed her confidence, her energy, and her love for learning. And when you inspire others, you reinforce your own growth. Friends, sharing your journey makes it stronger, more meaningful, and more joyful. Finally, Anna looked at herself in the mirror. She saw a person who had grown, learned, and transformed. She smiled and said, "I am proud. I am strong. I am a learner. I am a person who keeps going, even when life is hard." Friends, this is the ultimate lesson. Transformation is possible for everyone. You can change your habits, your identity, your confidence, your English, and your life. Start small, act daily, reflect, be kind to yourself, celebrate victories, adapt to challenges, and keep learning. Over time, these small actions will create the life you want. And just like Anna, you will look back one day and see the incredible growth that started with one simple step. Friends, the journey never ends. Life is about growth, learning, and action. English is part of that journey. And every day, you have the opportunity to take a small step toward a better life and better English. Remember, you are capable, you are strong, and every small action matters. Thank you for joining me in Anna's story. I hope it inspires you to take your own small steps today. Begin your journey, build your habits, and enjoy every moment of growth. I want to share a story about Anna, a young woman who wanted to change her life. She felt tired, stressed, and unsure about how to improve her health, confidence, and English. One morning, she looked at herself in the mirror and thought, "I want to feel better. I want to change my life." Anna knew that big changes are hard to make all at once. So, she decided to start small. She began by drinking a glass of water every morning. It seemed simple, but this tiny habit gave her a feeling of control. She realized that small steps could lead to big changes. Over the next few days, she added one more habit, a 10-minute walk after lunch. At first, it was hard. Her legs felt tired, and she wanted to skip it. But she reminded herself that consistency is more important than perfection. Slowly, she began to feel more energetic. Her mind felt clearer, and her mood improved. Anna also decided to work on her English. She remembered her dream of reading stories and speaking confidently. She started with one short story every day. It was challenging at first. Some words were unfamiliar. She stumbled over sentences. But she kept going. She realized that learning English is like building habits. Small steps, repeated consistently, create progress. Friends, this is the first lesson. Change begins with small, consistent actions. You do not need to wait for the perfect day or the perfect moment. You just need to start. Anna's journey teaches us that even tiny actions, like drinking water, walking for 10 minutes, or reading one story, can begin a transformation. She discovered that the real power is not in the action itself, but in the consistency and awareness behind it. Over time, Anna felt a small spark of confidence. She knew that she could take control of her life, one small habit at a time. And that spark, friends, is where every journey begins. In the last story, we saw Anna take her first steps toward change. Today, we will see how daily choices create momentum and build transformation. After a few weeks, Anna noticed something new. She had more energy in the morning. Her mind felt clearer. She smiled more often. But the real change was inside her. She felt in control of her life. Every small choice she made, drinking water, walking, cooking a healthy meal, created momentum. One morning, Anna felt excited. She wanted to try something new. She remembered her old dream of reading English stories. Now, she decided to add one small habit, reading one short English story every day. She felt nervous because her English was not perfect. But she started small. 10 minutes. One story. That was enough. She read slowly, sentence by sentence. At first, she did not understand everything. But she kept reading. Slowly, she recognized words, understood sentences, and imagined the story in her mind. She felt connected. Anna realized that learning English is about experience, not just memorization. It is about seeing pictures, feeling emotions, and connecting with stories. The next challenge was speaking English. She wanted to tell her friend about the story. Her tongue felt heavy. She was afraid of mistakes. But she remembered, habits are built by action, not fear. She spoke slowly, sentence by sentence. Her friend smiled and encouraged her. Anna felt proud. She learned that speaking English, like habits, is about small steps and action, not perfection. Over the next few weeks, Anna built more habits. She wrote one sentence every morning, listened to short podcasts, and learned 5 new words daily. Each habit felt small, but together, they created big change. Her English improved, her confidence grew, and her life became balanced and joyful. Anna also discovered the ripple effect. Her habits inspired others. Friends began drinking water, walking, or practicing English. Small choices can influence not just your life, but the lives of others too. She reflected on her journey and realized life is made of tiny choices. Every meal, every walk, every sentence in English, these are small decisions that add up. And slowly, through daily action, she saw her life transforming. Life is never easy, and even the best habits face challenges. One day, Anna woke up tired. She wanted to skip her water and her walk. But she remembered why she started. She remembered the progress she had made and how she felt stronger and happier. She decided to act, even a little. That small action gave her courage. Later, it rained heavily. Anna could not walk outside. But she adapted. She walked inside her house and felt proud. She realized life will not always go as planned, but small, flexible actions keep habits alive. Then came another challenge, speaking English. She forgot words and stuttered. She felt embarrassed, but she remembered that mistakes are part of learning. Every mistake is a chance to improve. She spoke slowly, sentence by sentence, and grew more confident. Another challenge was a busy week. She could not follow her full routine. But she acted partially, doing at least one habit a day. She realized consistency beats perfection. Reflection became another habit. Each evening, she asked herself, what went well? What can I improve? This awareness kept her motivated. Anna also changed her mindset. She replaced negative thoughts with encouraging ones. I can do a little. I am learning. I improve every day. These small changes in thinking made actions easier. She discovered the power of support, sharing successes with friends and family. Finally, she learned self-kindness. Missing a habit or making a mistake was not failure. Tomorrow was another chance. Through these lessons, Anna became stronger, more confident, and consistent. Life is full of obstacles, but small actions, patience, reflection, and self-kindness help you overcome them. Friends, the same is true for English. Challenges will come, but consistent, small efforts will help you grow. Today, we explore how small habits change not just actions, but identity. Anna had been building habits for months. Drinking water, walking, reading, and speaking English, they were now part of her life. But something amazing happened. She started seeing herself differently. She no longer thought, I cannot change. She thought, I am someone who cares about my health. I am someone who learns and grows every day. I am someone who can act even when life is hard. Friends, this is the power of habits. They shape identity. Identity is not fixed. It is created with daily choices. One morning, Anna smiled at herself in the mirror and said, "I like this person I am becoming." Transformation is slow but powerful. Anna's thoughts became positive. She acted like a healthy person, a learner, a confident speaker, and slowly, that person became real. She realized that habits are tools, not rules. They create freedom, energy, and focus. English learning was part of this transformation. She could now read short stories, listen to podcasts, and speak confidently. Mistakes no longer stopped her. She embraced learning as part of her identity. Reflection, self-kindness, and celebrating small victories strengthened her growth. Anna also inspired others. Friends and family noticed her energy and confidence. Sharing her journey reinforced her habits and created community. Finally, Anna realized that the journey never ends. Every small step builds identity. Every habit contributes to transformation. Friends, the same is true for English. Every sentence read, spoken, or written adds to your identity as a learner. Small actions repeated over time create big change. Anna had built habits and transformed her identity. Now, she wanted lasting change. She realized it was easy to start habits, but harder to keep them for years. She studied her environment, walking shoes by the door, water on her desk, English notebook on her bed. Small reminders made actions automatic. She connected habits to purpose, health, confidence, joy, and English learning. Purpose fueled her consistency. She celebrated small wins, marking progress on a calendar, tracking daily habits. This created pride and motivation. Life got busy, but Anna remembered, consistency beats perfection. Even partial actions were enough. Reflection helped her stay aware and adjust habits. Identity guided her naturally. She said, "I am a healthy person. I am a learner. I am someone who grows every day." She realized small wins stack over time, creating compound growth. Travel and changing circumstances did not stop her habits. She adapted and acted intentionally. Motivation came and went, but habits, routines, and identity kept her moving. Over time, Anna enjoyed her habits. Walking was joyful, English learning was fun, and water made her feel refreshed. Helping others reinforced her habits and created community. Finally, Anna reflected, lasting change is awareness, purpose, reflection, adaptation, celebration, and identity. Small daily actions repeated consistently create a new lifestyle. Friends, the same is true for your life and English. Start small, act daily, reflect, and build identity. Over time, transformation becomes natural. Her journey began with one small choice: drinking water in the morning. Over months, she learned the power of small habits, reflection, adaptation, patience, and self-kindness. She faced obstacles, accepted mistakes, and celebrated victories. Most importantly, she transformed her identity. Life is a journey, not a destination. Every day is an opportunity to act, learn, and grow. Habits are tools to help you become the person you want to be. Anna's English journey mirrored this growth. She started with small stories, speaking a few sentences, writing a line every day. Mistakes were part of learning. Progress mattered more than perfection. Slowly, English became enjoyable and natural. Identity shaped behavior. She acted like a confident learner, and that person became real. Reflection, self-kindness, celebration, and support for others reinforced growth. Every small habit became part of her lifestyle. Friends, transformation is possible for everyone. You do not need dramatic change. Small, consistent actions shape identity, build habits, and improve your life and English. Start today. One small step is enough. Act daily, reflect, be kind, and celebrate victories. Over time, you will see incredible transformation. Life is about growth, learning, and action. English is part of that journey. Every day, you can take a small step toward a better life and better English. You are capable. You are strong. And every small action matters.